All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and our home team. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready! 30 base. Pilot, 64, weak.
They're not ready for this. They still want to go.
On first and 10, Eason. That'll be complete to Breida. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That second down run a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut and he goes, that's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
Looking to throw. Eason going down the middle, and it's complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown. Colby Listenby. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
56, Mike, 56. Pick up the ball.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Give to Cook out of the gun.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stevens setting up the screen for Cook. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Come on, set.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 2nd and 9 now. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Mahomes. It's caught by OBJ. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll run with Cook. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Being chased out left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
56. Check 56. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. 15.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Dalvin Cook, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Bang, bang.
Get it.
From the gun, Eason. This taken in by Jakeem Grant.
The first down pass. Complete to Jakeem Grant. It's a
Get
good
ready.
play.
50. Plant.
These 2 teams all tied after 1.
Tight end right. 4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down, 4 down.
Down. 70. Indy. Blue draw Corpus.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill.
Gone. Take over.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Only 2 there on the dump off. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
27, check Mike 27. Not here. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. In the face. Hey, check Mike.
Operating from the gun. Eason escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's into the clear. The 20, 10, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Team 6.
2nd and 3. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Throwing on first down. Eason. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Hey, high 7.
To throw on 3rd down. Eason, he'll get this into the hands of Breida. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
27, Mike 27. Yo.
On 4th down, Eason. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Now a run with Cook, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Be a long day for you. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
From the 44, Mahomes flush to his right. It's caught. Beckham. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress as well as scores. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Complete to Deontay Johnson. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It finds his target, Beckham. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. This is Johnson. He's got it. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
We got this. His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Looking to throw. Eason is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. Throwing on third and long. Eason. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second and a couple. Mahomes. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Throwing on second and 14. Mahomes. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He finds Beckham, complete. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Mahomes going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. He's got his tight end Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Mike 22, Mike 22. Yeah, let's get second.
At the 49-yard line.
Box trap. Mike 22 is coming, 22 is coming. Mike.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Za'Darius Smith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
55, Mike, 55. Coming. Yellow. Mike, 55. Check. Off. Mike. It's coming this way, Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
On the ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Hey, Haywood. Ready?
To throw on second down. Eason. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 32 that time. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. This is Breida. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Recon, 152 fighter.
Off play action. Eason flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Harold Landry picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Mike 54.
On 3rd down, Eason.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
Buying time to his left. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Mike 54.
They're going to try and throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Mike 51.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He'll dump this off to Cook. It'll be a gain of 4, and it's a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Final minute now of the third quarter.
56. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
On second down, it's Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, 49ers. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
On the book, they go.
Back to throw. Eason. And now here is another interception. He's picked off near his own 48, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. Throwing on second and 14. Mahomes. He gets this one to Johnson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Niners on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now here's Mahomes, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Five.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. It's our time. It's our time, guys.
Five.
Looking to throw. Eason. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And this is Cook with a grab. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to face a third down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on here to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner, as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Hey, Zoo. Ready?
Back to throw. Eason is going to fire one deep open, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jamal Adams, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And his 5th interception, a new NFL record.
And that's absolutely phenomenal. I just have to flat out applaud him. What a great effort in this game. But let's face it, when you look back at the numbers of guys who have had 4 in the past, you'll find the names of some of the greats and some guys who just had a fantastic game.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Bradley Pena now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation because now they're going to have to look back.